Ah, Yorkie the Barbarian here. Before the founding of House Yorkie, before Yorkshire was even on the maps. My people. Brigands and Brigantia. Now let me take you back in time to my time in Golarion with more Pathfinder, Kingmaker. Now, we have a bunch of companion quests we need to do. All of these we're waiting on. All of these are basic things for the kingdom. We can't do Highborn because that's Octavia in Pitax and we're not allowed in there yet. Which means the Door to Nowhere, Mysterious Cave, and No Man's Slave are what's open to us. So we need to have Jubilost with us, which we have right now, and accept. Jubilost, my friend. Let's get your alchemy up. Greater mutagen. And we have our priest with us. We don't need you to be curing. Give you elemental body 1. He's not going to be walking with us a lot, as you've seen. So I'm actually not that worried about how I level him up. Mental body 2. As to being a spellcaster, as you've also seen, that's not really how we use him. Stone Skin Communal. Right, first things first, down to Candlemere. And from Candlemere, down to the new cave. See what's going on here for our boy, Jubilost. First world.
I won't be halted.
Says Ghost. Flickering shadow stands before you, trembling and chanting something indistinct. In its silhouette, you barely recognize the figure of a gnome girl dressed in rags. No, we need to try again. The door will open. I promised them. I promised. Who are you? The ghost seems not to pay you any attention. I promised them. I promised them to open this door to return everyone home. Bursting into a long and bleak laugh, the ghost makes a move as if she wants to run away. Then freezes and gives you an eerily attentive look. Who am I? I'm Zay, a wizard. I'm the one who brought everyone here, this place. Once the Lanson King himself opened a gate from his dominion to Golarion here. He abandoned this road, but I thought I could open the portal again, or ask for help from an eldest. Return all of us home. I was wrong. This door didn't open. We all lost colour one by one. So, you're one of the gnomes from the first world. What happened to you? The ghost lets out a strange sound, half moan, half dull laughter. I lived a long, long life there in the first world. Many long lives. I travelled, I created, I danced upon the edge of the abyss, and fell into the clouds. I died to be born again. With none of my strengths and skills, but with all the memories of the wonders I'd seen. But eternity can become tedious, even for a soul that's forever young. Many older gnomes suffered it, even before we knew what the bleaching was. Sooner or later, there's not enough novelty anymore. So we all grew fascinated with a new game, Death. One of the eldest created it. Of course, he was just borrowing it based on his observations of the true gods. He drew a string from the River of Souls and created his own little circle of births, deaths, and judgments. Imitating the almighty Pharasma, he judged the souls that he owned and determined their further paths. It was so new, so exciting. Many gnomes volunteered. If not us, then who? But those who take from the goddess of death must be ready for the consequences. The Lady of Graves brought her wrath upon the creative eldest. He was stripped of his power and forever doomed to serve in her court. And we gnomes, we were torn from the first world and bound to the River of Souls like all creatures of Material Plane, sorry. Thereafter we lived like the rest, died like the rest, and learned from the pain of the bleaching. Our game had become our reality, and no longer could we retire of its fun and return to one another. But how? It's all so sad. My thoughts are scattered, crying all over. Gibby Lost looks at the ghost, shaken. It seems to be one of those rare moments that the gift of speech is lost to him. But this is not at all how I supposed it happened. Inspector Zay, I understand that your condition does not allow long conversations, but perhaps you could tell me. The ghost listens to him with eager attention. Of course I could. I could do many things. I tried many ways to open the portal. Everything except sacrifice. A little blood would come in handy.
I'm superior.
Okay, we have attacks.
Heal me quickly.
Well, this has gone a bit skewy.
This is not the end.
It might be. Ooh.
My wounds. This is not the end.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on that if I were you. Okay. I doubt that we can baleful polymorph you.
This spell's not supposed to
Nope.
work like that.
Phantasmal killer? Nope. Call lightning. 36. It's down.
I'll cut you.
He's down too. The ghost freezes, holds self by his shoulders and sways back and forth, repeating over and over again. I promised, I promised, I promised. That's a rather foolish performance, little ghost. You staged a fine series of foolish performances. The playing of the game of death, contacting the eldest, not known for his mercy, trying to open the door that leads nowhere. But who are we addressing? Greetings, Yorkie the Barbarian. And of course you, most persistent of researchers. We see you involved in our riddle. Jubilos folds his hands on his chest. We did. I might still fail to understand why you sent us the long way round instead of just telling us everything from the beginning. Some truths must be discovered to be known, or seen with your own eyes. The host nods at a pile of gnome bones in a shivering ghost. Is what Zay told us true? About the game of death and Phrasma's punishment? Yes. One of the eldest brothers thought he could steal from a deity, and the gnomes that answered his call thought they could play at death. Death decided otherwise. Is there any way to change what happened and help the gnomes? If there is, we know nothing of it. The eldest can do many things, but as you both know, it's not enough to confront a deity, especially one such as Phrasma. We have learned our lesson, and do not play with the toys of others. Does that mean this was all in vain? Of course not. The journey is often more important than the destination. Be satisfied with the secret you've won. The day I can simply be satisfied with something, I'll bleach. You say we learned our lesson, so you're one of the eldest, host? You hear laughter from under the hood. Oh, we're tired of answering this question. And the many others that follow it, ask us again next time, especially since the next time for you will be one of the first times for us. Why are you here? The right question at last. I suspect you've realised there is no way to save all the gnomes from the bleaching. You cannot return them to the first world and restore their connection to their homeland. And even if there were a sufficiently desperate and powerful creature ready to do it, their actions would not be looked on mercifully by the Lady of Graves. Though it cannot be done for all, it can still be done for one. We are ready to offer this gift as a token of our appreciation for your exciting adventure and your solution to the riddle. Do you hear, Sir Jubilost? You personally may become reconnected with the First World. You won't be entirely protected from death if you remain a Golarion, but you will be forever spared from the bleaching. Whenever you visit the First World, we are aware you desire passionately, then you'll be as immortal as any Fae. Jubilost fixes his glasses nervously, the only chink in his nonchalant facade. If this gift cannot help the whole gnome race, then I have no need of it. Of course I'm not immune to vanity, but I've always been ready to share the burden of mortality with the others who bear it on their shoulders. I'll even keep wearing these stupid glasses. I'll survive without the immortality of the First World, and face the bleaching when it comes, as all gnomes have done before me. Can't believe I'm hearing this. The same Jubilost, who spoke of his gnome servants with such contempt, is rejecting immortality because he can't help all gnomes in the world. Admit it, this is just another grab for attention, isn't it? Such a hypocrite. Let us assume for a moment that I've changed, matured. Jubilost avoids looking at Octavia, but it's obvious how hard it is for him to say this, and simultaneously avoid saying something rude. And this is not just about immortality. Exploring the First World is my dream. As we all know too well, it's mortally dangerous. The gift of the host would be the best protection for me in my journeys, but no, this isn't going to happen. Don't refuse. Principles are principles, but this is an incredibly rare gift. It would be good for you, and for all of us, especially since we're so often in contact with the First World. Right, to hear this from him, didn't we agree on the importance of self-sacrifice back when we discussed the inconsequent debates? No, Yorkie the Barbarian. Whatever may come, I cannot give up my principles. We aren't easy to surprise, but you managed it. Very well, a rejection is a rejection, but the gifts of the eldest are not so easy to withdraw from the world. They must find an owner somewhere, one way or another. So what should we do? To whom should we grant what has been promised? Maybe the gift will help Zay. The exhausted ghost deserves some peace. It's a worthy idea. What do you say, host? Can you grant the ghost peace instead of giving me immortality and everything that goes along with it? 1,000-year-old insane ghosts again? Why not? But we will do much more than simply give her peace. You'd be surprised how little difference there is between nowhere and here and now. She will open her door, just when she was always meant to. You rejected the gift you lost Narthropple, but we will not leave you without any reward at all. We offer a trifle, the chance to sometimes glimpse eternity in the corner of your eye, just as we do. Now you can remember the history of things. Those who wander searching for mysteries and ancient relics might find this skill useful. And now, farewell. When you finally succumb to the bleaching, you may remember this moment. I wonder what you'll think then. Only time knows. Can't believe I can feel it again. The First World, our home. Yeah, now bugger off then and don't send things to attack me again. I don't know if I can save you from death, my friends. But at least we'll die at home. There we are. Now there's no man's slave to do.
We do it my way.
Mysterious Shrine, I don't know what that's for. But I think, yeah, Sharp Fangs is up there.
I need to catch my breath.
I require rest.
Nah, you just think you do. Got a long day's journey tonight ahead of us yet. Begin resting.
Curses. How did you get it into your head that I hate everyone? I'm just making sure everyone does everything right for the sake of everyone else, for our cause. What do I get in return?
Me? Thinking that you hate everyone? Ha! What nonsense! I know full well that you don't care one whit about anyone besides yourself. And you couldn't care less about our cause. You just like to point out people's mistakes so you can feel superior.
Wow. What do you really think about him, Octavia? I think I'm gonna try to avoid that one. I'm just up for the tribe. And then going back to the city. Someone on the road, what's this? Drones appeared for sale somewhere. Ah, Goblin merchant. As you come closer, the Goblin gives a wide grin and waves at you. A ramshackle cart beside him is sagging under the weight of the junk within. Amidst the trash, however, you notice a glinting of gold and what seems being to fine cloth. Seems like only the owner of a cart. Seems like only the owner of the cart can sort through this mess. Hail, travellers! Welcome to Works Cart Around Shop. I'd be having all. Porkers, glinters, clothers. Choose what you like if you have money. Worker praises you with greedy eyes as if sizing up how much coin you have on you. I be going new dungeon. Have new goods. I sell, you buy. Hey jerk, we've met already. Remember me? Worker looks you up and down with an indifferent expression. You adventurers be all the same, dirty skinny. Why should I be remembering your kind? But if you be buying stuff, Schwerk thinks for a moment, then shakes head sadly as if confirming me his memory of you is lost. How goes the trading? Since Goblin King be down, it be too bad. Me be self-riding roads and wandering around villages. No one be giving money, all come to watch and point finger. Let me see your wares. Nothing I need. This is my throne. Eh? Ah, this cherry. It be good cherry. Sturdy. Ornaments is on sides. Soft. Seat. Fine back. I be giving it for 100 money. Not be regretting it. Why are you staring at me like that? Is that a deal stare? Are you crazy? This is my royal throne. How can you demand gold for that which is rightfully mine? Burke is still trying to wrap his head round what you've said. That true? That's actually right. Maybe asking too little. Might be worth 200 money. You will return my throne this instant before I hang you from the nearest tree. Drake screeches and drops to his knees. Have mercy, adventurer. I've been mistaken. You're not doing it ever again. Drake wrings his hands. You want bribe? I'll be giving you money. For any valuables I'll be giving you. And take Cherry back. Just don't hit me no more. Well, we got the throne back. Hopefully he's had enough of a scare not to mess around like that anymore. At least not with us. You can go over do it over in Pitax.
A rest would be welcome.
Let's go in. I think we're okay. This doesn't look too healthy. Yeah, lots of dead body skeletons, things like that. Looks like your tribe's in a bit of a mess, Reggie.
I'm positive I found something.
I lead. You follow.
Right. Got something up there. Right there in that barrel. And then we got the son, Inged, son of Shatara. In the dry grass you can barely make out signs that people once lived here. Burned bits of tents, rusty swords, rain-washed bones. An old half-orc is the only living soul among the desolation. Well, and a dog. Wrapped in charred mental, he sits on the ground devouring a raw rabbit and tossing the bones to a dog lying at his feet. He squints as you approach, but he doesn't reach for any weapons. Who's there? No one comes by here anymore. I'm Regengard, a son of the Sharp Fangs tribe. They sold me into slavery. Where are the Sharp Fangs? You're looking at them. The old man points to the bones scattered along the ground. All there, elders to children, just left me Sharp Fangs. Well, me and you. Who are you? Inged, son of Shatara, and last of the Sharp Fangs tribe. Got nowhere to go, and my hands have been feeble a long time. I sit here and eat whatever cold brings me, waiting for some kind of person to pass by and help an old man bury these bones. But no one comes by. Most think it's a cursed place, and they're right. Tell me about your tribe. Our tribe was always stronger, braver, and more valiant than the other tribes. Know why? We had a tradition, mixing our blood with orc blood. Orc power with human prowess. We took the best of both races. Nor weaklings in the tribe. When weak children were either left in the field or sold to someone from the city. Say you were sold, must have been sickly. What good would that do the tribe? Don't blame us for your own weakness. As Regengard clenches his fist, Octavia plants a hand on his shoulder. Easy now, let him finish. What happened to the Sharp Fangs? Dead, all dead. Chieftain's son destroyed them. See, Chieftain Agdan, may he feast eternally with Gorham. He didn't want anyone else's kid to become chieftain after him. They needed an heir with incredible power. That's why he chose Gra the Dragon-Eye to bear his children. He was a mighty orc warrior who scorched her enemies with lightning. Boasted of having dragons in her family. She demanded a lot of gold for it, but she delivered more than she promised. She had not one child, but twins. Agdan thought a while on what to do, then wisely decided that a tribe doesn't need two chieftains. Told a weaker one to someone from the city to get back the gold dispense. Started raising the second one, Stragar, a new chieftain. The boy was alright, deft, cunning, strong, and he knew how to use dragon charms. Could strike an elk with lightning from his hands, when he was knee-high. But there must have been too much orc and dragon blood in him, and too little human. Older he got, the more, well, you know. The old man knocks on his head on a bony knuckle. Had a temper like a dragon. If something went wrong, he'd start fighting right off. Couldn't tell his tribesfolk from strangers, and would shoot lightning at the tiniest provocation. Was always cocky with his father too. Called him names, screaming about how the chieftain sold his brother, saying he'd look for him and return him to the tribe. In a word, crazy. Anyone else would have been happy that the chieftain's mantle, the one I wear now, anyone else would be happy to be getting the mantle, especially with no rivals for it. But he was stubborn. Wanted his brother back, no matter what. Then one time Agdan grew tired of Stragar's whims, decided to teach him a lesson, as a father does. Knocked him a couple of times with a long rod. That was it. Boy screamed like the hells and his eyes flared blue. Started shooting lightning out all around. It was terrifying. I still see it in my sleep. Flame, smoke, lightning everywhere. Tents burning one after another. I was too old to fight and I hid behind a hillock, stay out of the way. Some of the others, they went after him with swords. They all died. No one survived. Even the little ones were burned alive. He took as good as he gave, though. Died of wound soon after. That was the end of the sharp fangs. Rengar looks at all the bones scattered in the grass, baffled. Brother? Sounds like a nice guy. Best in tribe, a lot like you. I wish I could have met him. Me too. What do you say, Rengar? Well, what is there to say? The half-orc looks across the bones scattered in the grass. Lend me a hand here, let's give these jerks a proper burial at last. Lad, are you Stragar's brother? The chieftain's second son? Then this is yours. The old man drops a charred mantle on his from his shoulders, holding it out to Rengar. Tribe might be gone, but the chieftain's mantle is yours by right. After a moment of hesitation, Rengar accepts the mantle. Thanks, old man. May the gods grant their souls peace. Rengar looks at you. Let's go. Nothing left to do here. The half-orc turns and walks away from the burned settlement without looking at anyone. And so, that one's gone. And we need to talk to Rengar, which is back at the palace. And that's where we're heading anyway. So let's get back there.
Time to get some rest, isn't it?
Don't you worry about that.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Right now we got stuff going off in the kingdom that we need to deal with. Heroes remains failed again. Strengthening the storyteller's skills worked. The gang of Darkfae from Unigen arrived at the capital, poisoning sleeping townsfolk with midnight milk. You ain't got much chance, Sana, but try it. Lindsay. Weak Pitaxian influence. Pitaxian agitators are trying to lure locals away from the stolen lands, promising a golden age under Innovator's rule. Sort them out, Linz. Can't do anything with that one right now.
My strength betrays me.
Well, we just have to get through the Nile marchers there, and we'll be at the castle. Let's go see the throne back in the throne room.
I need to catch my breath.
Dragon bows from the waist and addresses you. Greetings, Your Highness. By tradition, this oh yeah, you bringing this as a gift? Cool. Thank you. He finishes his in one day. Let's go rest.
I require rest.
Yeah, I know you do. That's why I said let's go rest. Right. Let's get in there. Alright, skip a day. Find assassins in the world of magic. An advanced Nexian magical weapon has been delivered to the army. News has spread throughout the region and has even become the subject of a few heroic ballads. Military, arcane, and culture all up. Songs of Pitax. 10%, that's not good. What we've got right now, though. Pitaxian bards are spreading lies. Pitaxian presence, Regengar, can sort that one out. The whole region is being overwhelmed by monsters. You can't do that. Arcane Mastery provides General with a bonus on resolving any situation. The amount of the bonus depends on the kingdom's arcane rank. No bonus from 1 to 4. Then we get 5, 7, get +1. That's definitely worth doing. We can't do it though. We don't have anyone right now. Claim Glenabon. Again, you're all busy. What's the next? 4 days. Failure on the rulers competition, alright. Rudrin scare guards for an audience. You look back at you. Technical issue. Nobody can do that one. Hero's reward. One of the army's commanders. Yep, let's see if we can sort that one out. Then we will go to the throne room. Rudrin's Krieg looks much better than she did on your first meeting. Back then she could barely stand the wounds barely stand for the wound she'd received fighting the golem. Now the dwarf stands proudly at attention before you, in polished armour. Your Highness, my dear Sir Harim, deeply respected servant of Grotus, the Skeg clan has sent me to express our gratitude for everything you've done for us, and present you with this humble gift. We crafted it for Harim personally, from the metal of artifacts made for it, by him. Rudrin hands a small but heavy chest to Harim and bows. Harim frowns, trying to hide his confusion, then nods and accepts the gifts. Well, I'm glad you're alright. It's nice to see someone manage to make something useful out of those worthless scraps. Two days there for Valerie. And we don't have anything else to do we? Oh, we need to talk to Reggie. I'm forgetting to do that. There he is. Rengar looks at the city below, dazed. Well, it's over. No accusations, no spitting in their faces, no big fight, just a pile of scorched bones. And some stupid story from an old fart. Let's see. I'm not going to tell him what he should have done. I'm not here to pry or judge, I'm just glad I could help. Thanks, and you know what? You can pry into my soul as much as you want, you earned it. Full permission, it's not exactly a nice place in there, but it's not like we're strangers, right? It's a shame I couldn't meet my brother, of course, but he's in Pharasma's hands now. Just like the rest of them. Buried and, well, no, not forgotten. I remember this. Just left behind. I don't waste time looking for lessons in everything like Lindsay does. But if any conclusion can be drawn from this story, it's this. Let's not screw our lives like these pieces of shit did. Might have a point. You're my tribe, you, Octavia, the rest of our crazy gang. I don't need anyone else. You might need to fix things with Octavia. You've been a bit of a douche lately. Romance slave. So another one reaches their conclusion. War of the River Kings. River's Justice. See, Path of Dreams. No, War of the River Kings we're working on. Right. And so we're waiting. Doppelganger on the throne. Tension is growing in the region. Rupert, oh yes, they're saying we're a doppelganger. The region's representative failed to reassure the people that their idea was absurd. Peasants only concluded that the regent was conspiring with the traitors. They're ready to take up arms and seize the palace. The guards continued arresting the misguided rebels, but their numbers grew by the day. Oh dear. And we're at trouble now. That's not good. Jacel's got disturbing news. New threat at my door. Technical issue? No. Taxiing assassins? Nope. Right, let's see what this threat is that Jacel knows about. Bring news, Jacel reports abruptly, not unexpected. A sizable group of elves from Keonin has crossed the border into your kingdom. They send a message to you. Read it if you wish, but I can state the substance in a few words. We demand your turn over the murderer. We await your response. Jacel stares at you closely as if trying to assess something. She's studying you, or considering the larger situation. I suppose we should meet with them. Back then, near the Thorn River. After the battle with the elven youngsters, I felt Gothoa's presence again. The first time since I was reborn. Now I feel something similar. A command. Or the shadow of one. Besides, I don't like to leave my affairs unfinished. Put an end to this. Does it threaten me or my kingdom? I doubt it. They're not official emissaries from Keonin. If they were, then their interference would look quite different. Most likely these are families of the foolish youngsters from the camp. I assume they're inclined to fight, but they won't set ambushes or try to stab you in the back. First, they'll surely try to negotiate. Helps, you know. Fine, we'll see him. And so we have one more of our people, possibly with an answer to their past. Alright, that is where we'll end it for today. With the chair back, with Reg having got his answer and Jubilos too. I think we can consider that we have answers. Let's look for more next time. Bye now.